Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Stamp and Chat Live. I'm Gina from Gina K Designs, and it's great to see all of you coming in from all around the world. I'm looking at all these comments. There's so many of you here tonight, and it is great to see you.
Wow.
Well, tonight, from the dead space, I hear sound from the dead space.
You either got a much bigger building put around you, or you shrunk.
I know. Where are you? You might as well just come in the scene. Where are you? Hey, Tom.
Hey, welcome everybody. Glad to see you here.
I know. I feel like I'm really far away. This room looks enormous tonight. But the reason why it's backed up is because there's going to be more than one person on the screen, and all of the people on the screen are taller than me. So we had to back it out just a little bit so you'd be able to see everybody that's going to be here tonight. But before we get started, Tom, come back. How are you? How was your day?
Everybody. I'm better than horrible.
That's all we can ask for.
It was a beautiful day. Had another ride in on my bike and at the computer all day. You know, this didn't used to be a desk job.
Yeah, I know.
It's a desk job now.
It's a desk job now. And now you come from that desk job to your other desk job in the dead space.
The dead space. Yeah. Welcome to the dead space.
Well, I hope you have a word of the day planned for later.
Yeah, ready to go, I think.
All right. All right. Well, I'm going to tell everybody what we're going to do tonight, and then I'm going to introduce our special guests. Tonight, we're going to be playing with the Wreath Builder. Now, if you're new to Gina K Designs, you may not know what the Wreath Builder is. So we're going to go to the overhead, and I'm going to show this to you just in case. So you can see here in the Misty stamping tool, we have a template that's taped into the tool. This is 1/4 of the Wreath Builder. The Wreath Builder is a 4-piece template, and 2 of the templates have these 2 stars, and these go on the inside to help guide you where you're going to put your images. Now, you don't always need to use this, and if you watched my video with Jennifer McGuire, you saw the brilliance of Jennifer come through with this star template and how she used this to make even a bigger wreath than either a 4-inch or a 3 3/4 inch. So check out that video. I will link that video in this video so that you can go and find that one if you want some more fun wreath building techniques. But what we're going to do tonight is we're going to show you how to use the Wreath Builder template and a stamp set that my daughter designed, actually 2 of them, called the Mandala Maker and the Mandala Maker 2. This is the Mandala Maker 2. Might be a little bit hard to see. So let me pull this piece of cardstock here. You can see this is the Mandala Maker 2. I have 2 of them. I don't know why. I have 2 of everything. So this is what the stamp set looks like. And then she also designed this one, which was her original Mandala Maker. And you can see here, she played with this one with some of the Electropop neon inks. That's why they're that color. Last time Rina was here, she used this stamp set. Tonight we talked about it, and she's going to be either using this one with this one or just this one alone. I'm not 100% sure, but whatever she does, I know it's going to be amazing. So
neither is she.
Yeah, she doesn't know what she's going to do yet either. All right, so we can go back to the front shot. So boy, I do look like I'm in a cavern. I feel like I'm on like HSN or something where there's a co-host. Let me get in a little bit closer. So without further ado, I want to introduce to you my daughter, Rina, if you haven't met her before, and her wonderful boyfriend, Brian. So come on in, guys.
Yay! Yay! This is Brian, everybody.
Hey, guys.
Nice to see you all again.
And I'm going to leave this to you so you can, because there's just too many of us here. And guess where I'm going tonight?
The dead space.
The dead space. I'm going to the dead space.
Yeah. So All right. Hello, guys. This is Brian. I'm Rina. It's nice to see you all here. We're glad that you took time out of your schedule to hang out with us. So I wanted to have Brian on alive for a while. So he hasn't stamped at all in his life. Actually, while we were driving over here, we pulled into the parking lot and he was like, "Where are we?" And I was like, "We're at my mother's warehouse." And he was like, "Oh." So we gave him a quick tour and I talked to him a little bit about stamping and the general process, but I thought today we could just jump into it and teach him everything he needs to know. So welcome, Brian. Are you excited?
Yeah, very excited.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Brian works in graphic design and he does like editing. He works with a lot of color schemes, marketing, all that kind of stuff. So he should be really good at this.
Yeah, we'll try.
Yeah, we'll see. So, all right, should we get into the overhead? All right, Mom, and feel free to just yell if we're doing anything wrong.
We will
So-
yell from the dead space.
Okay, so we're going to start off with the 4-inch wreath builder, correct, Mom? 4-inch?
Yeah, the 4-inch.
Okay, perfect. So I kind of gave Brian a little bit of a rundown of what everything does, but we're going to kind of walk through it together. And I'm going to give you guys a lot of good tips on making your first mandala and getting into this stamp set. So we're going to start with the paper in the template. As you can see, it fits very well. So it's very important that you make sure it always lines up, because if it shifts a little bit, it can change the final design. So always make sure that it's really locked down. And in order to keep it in place, we put a magnet right there. Got it so far?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
perfect. So why don't we choose a stamp first? So Brian, you can pick whichever stamp you want first. I like to recommend when you're starting a mandala and you want to build the shape around it, you don't start with the center. If you place the center stamp first and it's a little bit off, it might look a little weird. So start with like the leaves or the shapes on the outside. Which one are you thinking first?
Am I just pulling this? What
Yeah,
am I
you
doing?
can take it off. He really doesn't know the process. Okay, so we're going to take this off. So is this the front? Yeah, this is the front. Okay, so you're going to peel them out. That is a great one to start off with. So Brian's starting with this one.
The onion.
The onion. It kind of looks like a shallot too. Perfect. So you can place it anywhere. I like to recommend everybody starting a mandala, you want to place it somewhere between the center and the middle. And then for this, we're going to place it down like here. So you can place it in any position you want.
There.
Right there.
Perfect. Right.
Okay. Yes, that works. This is a great opportunity for a tip. So if you're putting a stamp super close to the edge, always make sure that you're in square orientation instead of diamond orientation, because if you put it really close to the edge in diamond orientation, it won't be back on the paper during square orientation. So great start so far, Brian. Couldn't
Right.
have been better. So you're going to close the lid.
The lid.
The lid.
The lid.
And then
The lid.
you're going to attach the stamp. Oop, there we go. All right. So the stamp has attached. Easy. We're already doing so well.
Oh man.
All right. So we're going to use the Gina K Designs Premium Dye Ink in Black Onyx. So what you're going to do is you're going to tap the ink on there. You're going to want to stamp it a couple times. There you go.
Is that enough?
I think so. We'll see.
We'll see.
We'll see. Yeah, I don't know. All right. So you're going to shut the lid now gently. All right. Now you can take this tool. Where'd you get this tool, Mom?
My friend Chuck made it for me.
Okay. Shout out to Chuck. Love him. And now you're going to gently press on that and kind of move it around. All right, good. And now we can lift.
Oh man.
Beautiful! First stamp completed. He did it. All right. Can we get some hoorays in the chat for Brian for doing this? This is
Very-
further than a lot of people get, so bear with me. So now we are going to turn the cardstock this way into diamond orientation. So put the magnet down again, and now you're going to ink this up again and do the same thing.
I think I see where this is going.
Perfect. Wow!
Wow.
And you guys can kind of see how even though it's placed here, there's still so much room in diamond orientation compared to when we were in square orientation. It's barely touching the edge. So keep that in mind when you're starting mandalas. Always start in square orientation. All right. Now we rotate it again. What? Who would have seen it coming? Whoa, I'm dropping stuff. Sorry, guys.
I didn't drop anything.
Yeah. It's already
Perfect
doing a little
so
better.
far.
Yeah, two to two right now. Let's see if he can do 3. Tell us about Brian. Hello, Scrap Mania. How are you?
That's Stacy.
All right, so now you're going to keep doing that. And you just follow that, and I'm going to tell everyone about you. So Brian and I met in December of 2020. We met at the tail end of the pandemic. And it was really good because both of us just kind of wanted to stay at home and not talk to anybody during that time. So we met while I was in beauty school, and he came in for a manicure. It was really just to like hang out. I think I filed like 2 of his nails, and then we held hands for an hour. And then I got credit for a manicure. And from then on, we just kept hanging out. And now we live in a house together. We have Mishi and his 2 cats, Porky and Mr. Bean, at home. And they all love each other very much. And I thought it was finally time to get him in on the stamping game. You know, you can't be hanging out with us and not know how to stamp. Even my dad had to learn. Right, Dad? Is he asleep?
No, he's
Oh,
I
okay.
did. Did I have to learn?
I mean,
Did I miss something somewhere?
kind of.
well,
no,
during the
but
pandemic, you had to learn.
well, it's just an essential to know how to stamp. It makes things a lot easier. I'll say that.
Getting a little cramped in the dead space.
Sorry.
Yeah.
I like it back here.
Mm-hmm.
It's not so dead though. Not with me here.
The slightly less dead space. Okay, we're killing it. Make sure you're putting the magnet on there, though.
Oh man,
They'll call you on it.
I've been freestyling.
Yeah. Running reckless out here.
Living on the edge of square orientation.
Babe, protect.
Protect. Must protect.
Deborah says, Brian, you're doing well. Thank you. He's doing great. All
Huzzah.
right. Wow, look at that.
Oh man.
So this is the first phase of our mandala. Now you get to be a little bit more creative with placing things and making decisions. So let's look back at our stamp, but not before wiping off the stamp, because in this house, we clean our stamps for our amazing boss, Gina K, because otherwise she has to clean these later and I'm going to get a text about it. Okay. So we also put that on the stamp sheet correctly so we can find it later. All right. So pick your next stamp to use.
Ooh, so many choices.
Do it and let the
So
people
Rina,
know.
how many stamps are on that stamp set? Do you know?
I think there's 40 to 50.
Yeah.
I think so.
There's
yeah.
so many options.
All right, move your perm back a little bit.
They weren't supposed to know it was a perm.
I mean, it's natural. Okay.
That looks good.
That is a great choice. All right. Now, what do we do next, Brian?
The lid.
Incorrect. The magnet.
The lid? Okay.
If you stop what you're doing while you're stamping and think something feels off, check the magnet. I guarantee that's what feels off. Okay.
Wow.
So yeah, and here I'm going to demonstrate one thing. So when you ink up the stamp, doing small motions, and then instead of pressing the stamp down, just gently
Do a caress.
around. Yeah, so it just gently touches, because sometimes you can touch it a little too hard and it'll leave like one of these marks, or if it's a bigger stamp with like a part like this in the center, that might touch the paper and ruin your mandala. So always make sure we're doing it gently, but enough to imprint that image. And what's great about the Misty is that if it's kind of spotty like this, you can re-ink your stamp and place it in the same spot.
Thank goodness for that magnet.
I know, right? I know.
I feel a little off. I wonder if my magnet isn't in the right place.
It's not medical advice. All right, so now you rotate and you do the same thing.
Into diamond formation.
Diamond formation.
Well, this is looking fun.
Mm-hmm. Isn't it great crafting together, babe? Don't you love it?
I'm a crafter at heart.
Yeah.
See, he remembered the magnet. I'm so proud.
There's already comments. Magnet, magnet, magnet.
Oh, I didn't caress. But
That honestly, that stamp was better than
yeah,
mine.
it's better.
So
Yeah.
okay, yeah.
I was
It's
gonna,
fair.
I was
It's
gonna
fair.
Say, yeah. I might have to redo yours.
You want to make sure that
Ooh.
it's really lined up.
Blammo.
Someone said, you sure picked a difficult project for a newbie. Correct, I did, because I want to challenge Brian. I'm not just going to let him make an easy card on a live and that's it. We're going to do something complicated. But I also wanted to show how it can be very easy with a few steps along the way to help you with it. Oh, hello. Your mom's watching. Hello. Checking in. All right. She wants you to use the magnet.
My mom wants you to use the magnet.
Yeah.
I always buy her a magnet.
Oh yeah, we do
On
get
trips.
her a magnet every time we go to a new place. I'll just be on magnet duty.
Magnet duty. Usually my job.
Yeah.
Yeah, magnet duty. Ooh.
It's
You're
just
getting a lot
better.
Getting a lot of nice compliments, Brian. You're doing great.
I'm too focused on the stamps.
Mhm.
I'm in the stamp world now.
Not on the magnet.
Not on the magnet.
It's okay. It's an easy thing to forget. I see Whitney. Hello, Whitney. Hello, Dominic. Love you guys. Thanks for the support. We got a bunch of new viewers tonight.
Wow. These are very crisp flowers.
Mm-hmm. Nice and delicate. You can add them like on the ends of a mandala to make it look more wispy.
Mm.
Lots of things you can do.
I've been kind of rough with this one.
It's okay. You remembered the magnet, so you're doing great.
Oh man.
Beautiful.
I'm killing it.
Yeah, you might need to restamp mine too, because that one's kind of
Embarrassing.
faded. Yeah, embarrassing.
Oh, I did do that one.
Yeah.
That one's not mine.
Yeah, nobody saw that, right, guys? But it's nice to do stuff like this. It's nice to make little projects together. And we've been planning, we've wanted to make a couple scrapbooks and things for decor in our house. So, you know, this is a good time to teach him before I really make him sit down and scrapbook with me.
This will be great on the fridge.
Yeah.
Go to my mom's fridge.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, we're definitely sending this to her. There we go.
Click on the same one.
Perfect.
Wow.
All right. So now we're here. This is a very beautiful, wispy mandala.
Onion flower garden.
Onion, shallot, flower energy. So now we're going to probably add another one. You want to add another one in there?
We need like 5 more.
Okay, yeah. You can also layer them up at the same time if you want. You just have to make sure they don't run into each other. So what I like to do, especially when I get to this step, is all these little ones that are on here. I like to add them to the like tips of this, or add them like along these parts just to add a little bit of detail, because
Mhm.
it's easy to stamp up a bunch of, or ink up a lot of tiny ones rather than, you know, doing all 8 of one and then doing another. It definitely takes a little bit more time to do it that way.
Of course.
Rina,
Yes, Mother.
somebody asked about whether or not this Mandala Maker is a new set or it's one that we've had for a while. So we've had this one for a couple of years now, right?
About a year,
Yeah.
a year and a half-ish. The original Mandala Maker we've had for a few years now. And we actually have a couple videos. My mom has several videos on it. And on my channel that I used to make videos on, I have a lot of tutorials on how to place them and such. So if you do this,
Will that look cool?
no, because
No, it won't look cool.
well, it won't look bad, but if you stamp this one here,
That makes sense.
then it's already gonna ink up on that one too. So it's good to place them like looking at it just as a wedge and where you can place things. Like if you did that, that would look great.
I'm more is better kind of guy.
Yeah, I feel that's why I made this set, so you can add as much as you want.
So I'm going to answer Kenzie's question. What size is the wreath builder? So Kenzie, the wreath builder, there are 2 different sizes in the package. One is a 4-inch and one is a 3 3/4 inch. But you can expand the size of the cardstock that you're using by using the star template that comes with it. And I'm going to link a video to this video after the video is over that will show you. Jennifer McGuire shows how to do that in a live that we did together a couple of weeks ago. So you can pretty much make your wreath
Nice.
any size really by using that star panel that comes with it.
Thanks, Mom.
And yes, Rina, they want to know if you're going to make more videos.
I'm probably gonna make some videos over the next few years here and there. I am in the process of running my own suite right now, where I do hair and nails out of. So I am a little booked up for the meantime. It is hard to do a balayage and craft at the same time, but I do have a couple projects planned over the next few months that I definitely want to show you guys what I'm doing on a live, or even make like a Rina style video for my channel or for my mom's channel, just to have that kind of chaotic craft energy again. I'll have Brian edit it. He doesn't know, but he's on live, so he has to say yes, right?
What?
See? Perfect. He already committed. Verbal commitment. You all saw it.
Oh, Tom's laughing over here. That's how you get yourself in trouble, Brian.
Mhm. All right, and then
Actually,
if the edges are sticking up, you can put the magnet over here too, like on the center, and then the edges won't.
actually, he didn't just say yeah. He said what?
Yeah, but
So that was non-committal.
well,
I thought
Quiet
that was
from the
pretty
dead
well done.
space. We don't need legal opinions.
the dead space is supposed to
I
be
heard a
quiet.
yes. Tell me if you guys heard a yes in the chat.
I'm learning things here.
And for those of you that want to know if Rina's going to be doing more lives with me, she definitely is. She's going to come back. She and I are actually in the process of discussing her next stamp set, which is very exciting. So
We have some ideas.
yep. So she'll definitely be back for more lives. I think the edited videos might take a little bit longer, but she can certainly come over and jump in for a live with me. Beautiful. Brian, this is coming out
It
so
looks
cool.
good, yeah. You can see too how like once things start to line up, even if it's just like an individual shape, it makes like a new shape together. So if you take like these rings in here that are circular, if you overlap them, it'll make a whole new pattern on there. So you just kind of have to mess with stuff and, you know, push things around and push it a millimeter down or a millimeter up and see how it stamps.
And I think what's really neat, and Brian's showing you this tonight, is that it doesn't matter what images you use. And you might be thinking more of a traditional mandala like Rina usually does, but Brian's picking images and putting them in places that are so different than the way Rina does. And the design is coming out so cute. So you just have to keep trying different designs and you know, seeing what happens. You can come up with some really cool stuff.
Beautiful.
Crispy.
Very crisp.
And Brian, how do you like that Misty that Misty stamping tool where you can stamp it, and if it doesn't stamp right, you can get it perfect a second time. Isn't that cool?
Yeah, it's good for an oopsie.
Yeah.
A few oopsies.
I'm a
Do you
big-
know how people used to do this before the Misty? They would put it on an acrylic block and ink it up and then stamp it, and then they'd have to line it up again. Or like stamp it on a clear piece of whatever and use a tool to edge it up, and it was
And
a
that
mess.
never works out.
This makes it so much easier, especially with these mandalas. Like, you want to keep it where it is.
Yeah, I can't even imagine what you just described.
Yeah. This is why I waited till now to teach you how to stamp. It's a lot more accessible.
Oh,
Brian, you have 3 images on there at once?
yeah.
That is so smart. I didn't even notice that. I don't know where I was when that happened.
Just in the dead space.
Yeah, that's what happens, I guess. Now I get it, Tom. I get what happens in the dead space.
Yeah, I got to work smarter, not harder.
All right.
Eileen, I agree with you. I am impressed with how quickly Brian is catching on as well, but I don't know, maybe it's his graphic design background or something, but he's very very talented.
Can we get
Oh,
some likes
yeah.
for the mandala so far?
Thumbs up for Brian.
Yay! Very successful.
Wow.
All right, that's actually amazing. Because
Yeah, that
is
really
a
looks
very
good.
complicated set to use. All right, so now we can see if you hold up some of the smaller center designs, you can see how they fit. Like a flower would fit really nice there. One of these like circle patterns, or I think this one would fit really, really nice if you wanted to do something like that. But you can fill that in the center, or you can take some circles. These are the double stitched circles that my mother makes.
2 stitches.
And so if you did something like this, where you put a greeting on it, you could cover it up. And this is great for if you make an oopsie in the center, you can cover it up with a sentiment like that, and it'll make the mandala pattern on the outside. Or you can stamp it in the center and just color it in.
I think you should stamp it in the center and use one of these strip sentiments over the center.
Oh,
You
okay.
know? Wouldn't that be
Ooh.
cool?
Congratulations. This can be given to Brian for
His
completing
first mandala maker.
Yeah.
A medal of honor.
Yeah, honestly. So I think we should do that. So I'm going to stamp the center in because I want to do something. I'm sick of magnet duty.
So while you're doing that, Rina, I'm going to answer one of the questions that came up. Somebody asked Rina if she always did her mandalas in black and white, like black ink, or if she uses color sometimes. And I can answer that because I've seen her use color, and it's really beautiful when you use color. But with this Mandala Maker set and all of these line art style images, this, by stamping it in black, this would allow you to add some colored pencil and Gamsol or Copic markers, maybe a little watercolor in there, and add your color that way. And the black and white is so striking.
Yes.
Oh, that looks great. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, and you can keep building the mandala off the page, so you make it almost like a background image if you wanted to do something like that. Like if you got really detailed and you found pieces to fit in here and in here and in here, you can make it go off the page so you have a really detailed graphic background.
Okay, Rina, now you can't do anything else without showing them how to do the template.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Okay. Excuse me, Brian. This is an advanced move.
Oh, man.
Okay. So
And tell them about it.
say you do a mandala that you're proud of. I'm proud of this mandala. It's Brian's first stamping piece. I would like to keep this template forever. How do I do it? So what you're going to do is you're going to take the stamping pieces that you've already used, and you're going to line them up on top of the stamps you already made. So it does take some wiggling around. I have these nice long sharp nails that I use as multi-tools to push around, but you can just use like a stick tool or something like this, you know, just to like push it like into place. And it's a clear stamp, so you can look over it and see if it's lined up or not. So we're going to take all the stamps that we just used. Did you use this?
Yeah.
Okay. We're going to line those up just so they're not overlapping and in each other's way.
Right?
No, because I don't want them touching. So this is where it takes some moving around. This is where it does get frustrating, but it'll be worth it. I promise. I'm going to use the tool. There we go. So if you get a few of them in the place you want, don't put any down yet. I'm going to close the lid so they stay in place. Oh, everyone forget that.
It's fine. That's what I put down.
Yeah. Yeah, Brian.
What'd you do wrong, Brian?
Jeez.
I was too gentle.
Is this guy's first time stamping? Okay.
His first step onto the wrong and winding road.
Mm-hmm.
That should be a word of the day.
Okay. So then
the wrong
what's the
and
next
winding
one?
road.
Mm-hmm.
That is spousal stamping.
Mm-hmm. All right. And then the flower. Was it this flower right here?
So basically, you can see what Rina and Brian are doing. They're just replacing all of the images that they used over an image that's already stamped.
Mm-hmm. So as you can see, it's just kind of a blob right here of all these stamps. And so when you ink all these up, and this is how you mass produce mandalas. If you like one and you want to make it for a bunch of stuff and you want to save them right then and there, you just ink everything up at once. I wouldn't include the middle because you'd be stamping the middle 8 times in different positions and it might not look right. So that doesn't look like a mandala, right? What is that?
But that,
Just wait.
but what I'm thinking, if you stop right there, you could take a picture on your camera and and print it and
Mhm.
put it with this template.
Mm-hmm.
And then you could just file that away.
Yeah, so you keep it like this and then stamp the full mandala on the back so you know what it looks like when
That's
it's finished.
perfect. Yeah.
Genius.
You do different colors each time too.
You could do different colors, or you could do different colors on each image
Mhm.
and then stamp it. And Rina, if you want a big black ink pad, if that would be easier, it's right behind Brian. It's the second ink pad down on the top shelf in the ink pad holder.
What? Oh, this one?
Yep, second one down. Yep.
We were both just staring at it like, I don't know what she's talking about.
The lid.
I'm just going to grab something.
So this way it's easier to do a whole bunch of them. And so now you can see Rina's going to stamp that. She's going to turn it to the next position and she's going to continue to stamp it. And in 8 turns, she'll have the entire mandala that Brian just created.
Trademarked.
Yeah.
This is my intellectual property.
Yeah.
No one else is allowed to use this.
This specific pattern is taken, though.
Dibs.
Yeah. But yeah, see, that's a lot easier, especially if you're like, because I've had mandalas where I Tetris everything into place in such a perfect way that I never wanted to do it again. And so I've saved a couple of those mandalas because I, as perfect as they were, I was really nervous I was never going to be able to do it again.
And now by making a template, you can make them over and over.
Yeah. See how easy it is.
So Rina, while you're spinning around and
Mhm.
doing that, people are asking Tom for the word of the day. So Tom, do you have a word of the day?
Okay, so in the morning, when you stumble downstairs or out into the kitchen and you open up the fridge and pull out the carton of,
So that they can still see her stamp.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nobody wants to watch me hunching over, inking this thing.
Okay, let's start over. What's your word of the day, Tom?
carton of milk, and you take out the milk and there's a thin film in the bottom, just like 10 drops of milk. That's called a serial killer.
Wow.
Phrase of the day, serial killer.
Wow.
Oh Oh man, did you
Good
see?
joke.
We both just faded into the dead space.
Yeah. So anyway, just kidding. Anyway. Meh. Just
Oh
kidding. That
no!
was great. Good
The
pun. Good
crowd is
pun.
booing.
Boo! No, don't boo him. That was
They're
a
booing us.
A-tier dad joke. Come on. Come on. That took years and years of parenting only daughters to come up with.
Generations
Yeah.
of raising sons.
Yeah. Led to this moment.
Well, that looks amazing, Rina, and she did that in just 8 turns by
Mhm.
using the template idea.
No.
Are you placing it?
Am I?
No.
I'm not.
No. Actually, yes. Go for it, babe. Sorry. I was distracted. I was distracted by the shallot-shaped stamp.
You
Does
got
look like
hungry?
a shallot. Yeah. I made chicken with shallots the other day, and it was actually really good. I love throwing an onion or a shallot in and being like, I'm eating my vegetables. Even though it's purely for flavor.
Do you like to cook, Rina?
I do like to cook. I do like it a lot. We've been making tacos a lot at night, and we got these little plastic holders that hold your tacos. Like it's like a zigzag thing. So now we got to eat tacos because we bought the taco holders.
We can't go back.
We can't go back. Every week. All right. And then you can stamp
Wow.
and you see what it looks like and the skeleton of what you need and where you need it. So it's a nice way to keep track. And then if you got a lot of stamp sets and you want to keep track of them, you can write the name Mandala Maker 2 on here and just you'll be able to see what it looks like. So how'd we do, guys? What do you think?
I think it was great. Looks beautiful.
Okay, so Brian wants to put so sorry on it.
I wonder why.
It's like these cute little designs, then sorry. All right, so we're gonna mount this. We're gonna actually make this a card to give to your mother next time you forget to text her back. You can give her this.
That's
Sorry,
a great
Mom.
idea.
Mhm.
Congratulations. So sorry.
Yeah. If you don't know how they feel about something,
Like if they posted something long, you don't want to read it.
yeah. So sorry. Congrats.
Or is it, yeah, whatever. One of those.
All right, so we
You're
are
gonna
not
use your
saving this
template?
one.
Oh.
Oh.
Use the
We'll
other
save the
one.
template.
Keep the
It's
template.
immortalized.
Yes.
All right, so we're gonna mount this, and this is the sticky tape. So you just roll it on there. We like to do it in all 4 corners, and then we're gonna place it on here. So how much bigger is this black piece than the white piece?
It is 1/8 of an inch bigger. So the original piece measured 4 inches by 4 inches.
Okay.
And then the black panel measures 4 1/8 by 4 1/8. And then that's going to go on to a 4 1/4 inch square card base.
Okay. I just grabbed the pink, but I think I forgot this was Brian's card in his first time, and I'm already taking the lead. What color would you like, Brian?
This green.
Perfect.
All right.
So now, do you want to put the tape on there?
Wow. This is my favorite tool to use in art class.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or the glue dots.
Mm-hmm.
Big glue dot guy.
I like your perm, Brian.
You mean his natural texture?
I mean, your natural curls.
It's a more manageable way to live.
yeah. All right. So this is the card. Nice and easy. Now you want to make sure you check which way it opens so you don't put the greeting on a weird way. So are we going with so sorry or congratulations or missing you or?
What if you put so sorry upside down and you're apologizing for doing it upside down?
That's an option. You do what you want, you know? It's your card.
You're like, oh, sweet, a card. And then you open it. You're like, oh.
Oh. Well, they said sorry, so it's fine. Okay. Are we using some of these 3D foam squares?
3-dimensional foam squares.
Yes. So this will give you some pop to your greeting, if you will.
Let me show you the new ones.
Okay.
The 4-dimensional foam
Yeah.
squares.
You can taste them.
let me get into this drawer over here.
Yeah.
So check these out, and I've already cut some of them into halves.
Genius.
Aren't they
Genius. So clutch. So put these on the back. I'll give you your 3D effect.
Hey, I'm back. Don't get too comfortable.
Move over. Okay. And then we peel off the back. These are very hard to clean up when you do a bunch of these. It's very
Is that really a
frustrating.
perm?
Yes, it is. I did it. I signed off on it. So that's
Yeah, we're in
Oh,
the
look at
middle.
that
Right in the
comment,
middle.
Rina and Brian. You're coming back.
we're coming back. It's set in stone. All right.
Perfect.
Is that upside down?
Yes.
This was an artistic decision. This
Yeah.
was a choice.
It's a statement.
Yeah.
We're making art.
All right. Well, that is our card right now. Do we have
Yeah.
time to do another one?
I don't know if we have time to do another one. Do you want to show how to make an envelope? I don't even remember the measurements. Do you?
Oh man, I don't know how to make it.
We'll have to do
Envelope.
that. We'll have to do
I've
that
taken
another
that
time.
class, so I've taught that class so many times,
Mhm.
and the measurements are escaping me. What if we make a quick little mandala with color?
Yeah, that's a great idea.
All right, you want to do that? You can take charge on this one, Brian.
Oh,
You can
man.
go off now that you have
No
the skill
limits?
set. No limits.
I'm gonna use so many different colors.
Time to ruin this, Misty.
Yeah.
This feels very weird here in the dead space. I'm so
Mhm.
used to being there in the line of fire.
Yeah.
Wrong.
Incorrect.
Incorrect.
Right here. Right off the bat. Wrong. Now I'm gonna see
See,
how many times he doesn't use his magnet.
I'm getting low for the
Yeah. Good
the,
wide
the
stance.
optimum stamping height. Okay.
Oh, there's no room for me now. Oh my gosh, she's gonna. So funny. Okay.
Okay, we're just pulling them off. We don't know what this will look like yet.
Mm-hmm. Make sure you pull this up a little bit.
Magnet,
Here we go. Correct.
correct. Per usual. This is gonna be the best.
Oh, you're both in the hats now.
There's so many fun things over here to play with.
Yeah.
In the dead space.
Will this work?
I guess we'll see.
I don't know. Maybe.
I think that might work.
What's happening
Maybe I
there?
would start with,
Have we gone too far?
just as a tip, I would start with just these two, just to see, and then you can place your third one. But also, it's yours.
It's fine.
Don't listen to me.
I won't.
Do whatever you want, babe.
I do. Too late.
I am.
Okay. This looks okay. Now we press.
Now, do you want to do it with some color? Would you like to pick some colors out?
Yeah, I won't even look.
Okay.
Oh,
There's a whole
gosh.
pile of inks right here that he's just blindly grabbing. You have to read the shade on it. It's on the back.
Is it?
Mm-hmm.
Tranquil Teal.
We love Tranquil Teal. We love turquoise here. In this house, we love turquoise. Oh,
Just thinking about how fun it's going to be when you guys come over for dinner,
Mm-hmm.
and we're going to break out the stamps.
Yeah. Nobody is safe now.
Yes, Brian and Rina are a couple.
I'm panicking.
I don't know this
A
man
couple of
at all.
what? I don't know.
Who is this guy? I thought I saw him outside of the warehouse and I asked him to do my job for me.
I had a sign that said stamps, please.
Yeah. Anyone.
We'll work for stamps.
And I was like, no, I have letters to send.
I'm very excited to see what's going to happen here.
I know.
Okay. This.
See
It doesn't
what we
look like
get
much
here.
now.
Just wait, guys.
You know, we're using red hot. Can you read that?
Just red hot.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep, me too. Okay.
Red hot,
Looks like-
red.
Looks like red hot fresh asparagus and Tranquil Teal.
Mm-hmm.
Is that it?
It
You called
is.
I know
When-
my Gina K colors.
Whenever my mom gives my dad a birthday card that she makes, he looks at it and he lists off every piece that she used to make the card.
Yeah.
And then he opens it and reads it. So he's like, Tranquil Teal, Scalloped Circles, Master Layouts 3. Oh, yes, Brian, that fits nice.
Yeah.
Perfect.
You can smell the asparagus from across the room.
Yeah. The fresh asparagus.
And so for those of you that are not interested in cutting these panels by hand, you can use Master Layouts 3 for these, because Master Layouts 3 was designed to cut panels for the Wreath Builder.
Mm-hmm. Oh, looks good.
Does it?
It's giving vortex.
I hope
Vortex.
so.
It's giving octopus.
Tornado.
This is sin.
Yeah, doing all the colors.
What can I say,
individually.
Mike? I know my colors.
Yeah.
Magnet. Wow. What
So easy.
an iconic
Yeah.
assembly of shapes.
Brian's gonna bring this to his next meeting at his job and be like, guys, I have a logo idea.
Give
It's gonna
me-
be this.
Give me 10 minutes. Okay, this looks kind of I don't know.
Very slay.
Kind of with all the eyes, it looks kind of like sea monster.
Mm-hmm.
You're very Kraken.
Giving Cthulhu
Kraken
realness.
vibes.
Realness. This one we should put missing you on. It's almost like
I
it's
think this one-
hypnotizing
or,
them.
I'm sorry.
I miss you.
So sorry.
Yeah, do you have one that says
Yeah.
"You're welcome"?
Yeah. Do you have "It's not okay" to give back for the sorry card? I've moved on.
Kraken.
I've moved on.
Is that like Kraken, Cracklin brand? I'm still stuck in the word of the day.
Kraken?
You're a
The
serial killer.
Kraken.
Serial killer.
Yeah.
Kraken. How's Mishi doing?
Mishi's doing great. Mishi has his own yard that has grass in it, and he is living his best life. He gets fed every day. He gets the most attention out of everyone in our house, and he's loving life. I took him to the beach last week in just north of Milwaukee. There's a place called Harrington State Park, and it's like an ocean there. The water's just clear and warm and relaxing. And I brought Mishi there, and he actually was brave and ran in the water. So really fun. He has a good time living with Brian's cats too, because they all interact with each other and they really love each other. So he's very occupied these days. Brian was like, "Can we bring him?" And I was like, "No, too loud for the live, too distracting."
Tell everybody what kind of cats you have.
Brian has 2 Sphinx cats, which are hairless cats, and they are very sweet. They look like raw turkeys all the time.
Yeah, from the
And
back.
From the back, yeah. If they're like sitting in the loaf position, they look like raw turkeys. And they're very cute. They cuddle with you. They're very sweet. They can jump very high. So you need to put everything in cabinets. But they're very sweet and they're very fun. And they definitely add to the vibe of the house. It's fun. We get home after a long day. Like I get done doing hair and Brian gets done with work and tennis and stuff. And we just sit there while all 3 of them are like fighting and running into each other. And
You have a name for the cats. What do you call them?
skin babies.
The skin babies.
Skin babies. Skin fins.
The skin fence.
The skin fence.
And we always refer to them as the boys, and then Mishi is the boy.
Yeah.
So they are always plural, but Mishi is always singular, but they're all brothers and they all have to get along.
And they absolutely love Mishi because they're always cold.
Yeah, so Mishi's like the perfect dog for them, but Mishi doesn't like to be touched, so they'll try to cuddle up next to him and Mishi freaks out. And so it's really fun. You'll wake up with just like animals all over you. Anytime you come over to the house, like all of them jump on you and it's really fun. And you're right. I saw a comment that says no shedding. Yeah, we have the ultimate shedder, which is Mishi, and then the anti-shedders, which are the cats. So it balances out.
The skin fins.
Skin fins, yeah.
Word of the day.
Skin fins.
Word of the day.
Very sweet, good boys.
Well,
that
Brian,
don't
that
have
looks
hair.
really cool, actually.
Yeah, it looks like I'm casting a spell.
Yeah, an illusion spell.
It just starts glowing.
Yeah, Brian casts illusion.
I love it. Put a center on it. Somebody said it looked like the sun.
It looks like my son.
Is he okay?
It looks like the sun on a planet that hasn't been discovered yet.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. It does kind of look like a pinwheel, Candy. You're right.
Mm-hmm. And if you wanted to, you can always get in between these little parts and add more and make it more dramatic. Or you can, you can make it as dramatic or as non-dramatic as you want. That's why I like the Mandala Maker. Sometimes you're feeling a little extra, and other times you're looking for simplicity.
Uh-oh.
Okay, good. Another tip, make sure you're wiping the lid as you go.
Makes sense.
Just to not get it on the piece of paper, because that's very frustrating when you do the last turn of your perfect mandala and you shut the lid and there's a big red stain on there. Definitely will hurt in the moment and for days to come.
Wow.
Perfect.
Very cool. I
Now
like that.
This is a mandala.
Yeah. This is a man's
This is a
dollar.
man's mandala.
Simple,
Yeah.
coordinated,
Aggressive.
easy. Yeah.
Sharp.
Thought-provoking. All right. so-
Offensive.
yeah. What should we do now? Oh, how do we add to this?
You say an apology.
Yeah. So we put it in the trash.
How do we
Okay.
add to this?
Yeah, where do we go from
Where
here?
do we go? I would just put a greeting on it. And
Yeah.
Send
Yeah.
it.
Just
No card based. Just send this in the mail, and someone will be like, "Hello, my property's being stalked. Someone left a threatening message in my mailbox.
All my windows just shattered.
I don't know what it means. A vortex opened in my living room floor. Can somebody help?"
My son has a stomach ache.
oh my goodness.
All right. Just looking at this too, I just realized with this one, my favorite animal is an octopus. I love an octopus. I think they're very cute. You could make like a little octopus head in the middle of it because there's 8 legs.
Oh, that'd be
if you
sick.
wanted to, if
Then-
you wanted to make like kind of an aquatic theme, but you want to make it more of an abstract octopus, you could sketch a little octopus head in that.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, Brian, I made this set and I never thought about that until he put it in this horrific position. So just kidding, it looks great. Anyway,
That's what's so cool about the Mandala Maker, though, is you could stamp with this for 5 years and never come up with the same one twice.
yeah,
It kind of looks like an evil eye card.
or it's just evil. It has evil energy,
Like a modern day angel with
Yeah.
all the eyes.
And then you spin it. You
A
put a pin in
biblically
the middle.
accurate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Somebody did say a pinwheel.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it's
Right.
very cute, actually.
So are you gonna do a greeting?
Yeah.
How about you do this? You are my sunshine.
Ooh.
Oh, that's perfect.
Mhm. So this, we're gonna move this beautiful, beautiful piece of art to the side, and then you can put the circle in here. And I always like to touch it to the edge just in case you got to move it around. But then you put the magnet on top.
If you want to tape it on the back, you can too.
Oh, you can. Yeah, you can tape it on that spot, but we're just going to do this. So you can place whatever greeting you want on there and just make sure it's straight. And then you can stamp it.
Oh.
Godspeed, Brian.
A lot of comments I'm seeing. Brian, you have your calling.
It does have an Egyptian look. It's very cool.
Mm-hmm. I like these ones because you can line this one up and make a perfect border if you want. And there's also an actual border that's smaller made of that. So you can kind of fit it in the center and have a cool, funky border that took you a while to get into place, but it's worth it, I promise.
You might want to reposition that circle.
Do I? Do I?
Well, didn't he just...
Oh. That makes sense. Perfect. Perfect. Just as I
The
planned.
precision, the craftsmanship, the attention to detail.
That's not going to cover up the eyeballs, is it?
In the center?
That could really anger the gods.
Yeah. I think it's for the best. It's too strong with
It'll
the
just-
circles in the center.
Yeah, it'll just like light on fire.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh no. Oh no. It starts like sucking everything into it.
So I want to take a poll. Just that I want everybody to answer. Who would like to see Tom and Brian do a live together?
Yeah, we're not even in the room.
Yeah,
we're not
we're
even in the state. We go on
Re-
vacation.
Rita and I'll go
They
out
do
for a
a
glass of wine. Who would like
The
to
world
see
is a better place
because of
yo.
yo?
Yo!
All right, this was another interpretation by
It's
Brian.
thought provoking.
Yeah.
It's provoking thought.
Oh, we
Right.
definitely need the black outline on that circle, don't you think?
Yeah. Okay, so you can layer it on this and it'll add a little bit of a border. You can use the tape runner.
I can't make a card without black, and we've got to break Brian in the right way.
Mm-hmm. You have to follow the formula. Follow the formula. It works.
Okay, everybody wants Brian and Tom to do a live together sometime.
I think that would
Dynamic
be great.
yo.
Yeah.
And Rina and Gina in the dead space.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, it'll start out with a sign that says "No girls allowed."
Yeah. This is for men only.
Unless we can't find something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unless we need help.
You know that all the ladies are gone. We can get started.
Yeah.
Okay, so just knowing those eyes are under it there is a little disturbing.
Yeah.
They're just
It's
yeah,
for the best.
they're just wearing a blindfold now.
All right. So I'm leaning towards the red card. I think the red would really capture the haunting nature of this.
Yeah,
The cursed nature.
I think that's powerful.
Yeah.
It's a statement.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a threat.
Brian, put the black layer on though first.
Yeah.
Yes.
The card back and the magnet.
I know, everybody's
those
gonna
are the
start
two
saying-
lessons we had today. Don't forget your magnet. Don't forget the card back. Don't forget the layering piece.
Yeah.
This is like the least fun I've ever had on a live. Love you, babe, but like I'm just cleaning and walking around and yelling.
Sounds
Now I
like
know how you feel.
Oh, you're
when
ready to have kids
when I'm
then.
on a live with you, Mom.
that's what we do
You're
at home.
absolutely
Yeah.
ready to have children, Rina.
Yeah, everyone likes the red.
Wow.
Flawless.
Homeland Security might visit after this card is finished.
Yeah.
It's
Excuse me,
great.
sir. You created the forbidden mandala. Those shapes weren't supposed to go together. Of all the shapes, those were not supposed to be together.
A priest is knocking on the door right
Yeah.
now.
Please. Please.
So far, we have 3 likes and a question mark.
That's a good ratio.
Yeah, I'll take those odds.
75%.
Yeah,
Is that a C plus?
that's passing. All right, guys, what do we
love it.
think?
The world is a better place because of yo.
All right, to review, my boyfriend with a degree in graphic design.
I actually don't have a graphic design.
Okay, never mind. We'll talk about that later. All right, so we have So Sorry, and it's a little fun surprise that it opens this way. And then the world is a better place because of yo. What do we think?
Yes,
Do you think
I
we'll get
he
invited
did a
back?
Great
Certainly.
job.
Yay!
It's giving he made it himself.
Yeah.
We can tell. Just kidding. I love it, babe. It looks great. Thank you.
I think so.
Yeah.
I didn't think
I
that
like
did- Yeah, I thought it looked great the whole time.
I'm very proud of you. You did a great job.
Yes, I do think it looks great, babe. I'm very
Thank
proud
you.
of you.
Thank you.
It's not easy. It's
Oh
not
my
easy.
goodness. Well, this was fun, guys.
Yeah.
Will you come back again?
Yeah. I mean,
Great.
We have to. We have to close the vortex.
Yeah.
It can only
With
go
the
up from
next
here.
card. Yeah.
Close up the portal.
Yeah. Next time.
Well, everybody, thank you guys so much for joining us. Tom and I are going to be back on Thursday with another Crafternoon Live, and then I'll be back this weekend with another 5-minute card video. Thanks so much to Rina and to Brian for making time tonight to come and do this crazy crazy mandala maker
You're
stuff.
welcome
It's
for the
so much fun.
the creativity.
Awesome fun. Thank you guys. All right, everybody. We'll see you again on Thursday. In the meantime, stay safe and healthy. We love you all so very much. And we'll see you again real soon. Bye-bye.
Love you guys.